Hi everybody, this is your instructor Jeanette, and this week we're going to be working on using iTunes for supporting instruction in your classroom. Today we're going to start with just a small component of that, and then I will break it down into smaller videos so that you don't have to watch one video that's super long. So I have logged into iTunes on my computer. I've just created the iTunes, I've downloaded it and created an account, and I opened it. You can see that I have not signed in yet. I don't think I'm going to have to do that while using this video, but let's just give it a shot. So when you sign in, yours might look a little bit different. Your screen might look a little bit different than mine does, but you should have tools similar to this over here. So for today, we're going to go ahead and look at the options. We have music, movies, we'll get to that, I promise. TV shows, one of my favorites. We will get there too, I promise. And then these three little dots indicate that there's more. We have podcasts, iTunes University, books, apps, tones, and internet radio. For this particular video, we're going to go ahead and focus on a podcast. So when I click on podcast, it should come up and look similar to most of the other screens that you'll see in using iTunes. When I look across the top, I see that I have my podcasts, stations, and playlists. I also see that I have audio and video. So a podcast can include audio or video. In the past, people thought it was just audio, but that description is no longer correct. The thing about podcasts that we're going to see is they're made by just about anybody. You can make your own podcasts, and you can put your own podcasts right here in the iTunes. The difference is, in my opinion, podcasts versus some of the other things we're going to look at later, is that podcasts are less formal. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. They're just made by average dudes, kind of like you and I. They can also be made by professionals, and those will more than likely be a little bit higher quality. But nonetheless, it's a great place to find information or things for your students to do. All right. I have podcasts showing right here, and I have all categories. When I click on this, I can narrow down what I'm looking for in my podcast. So today I'm just going to pretend that I am teaching, I don't know, let's teach science. So if I were a science teacher and I clicked here, I might have information that would be relevant to my instruction. I can scroll down as usual, and I can see top episodes over here. I can see top podcasts, individual podcasts versus episodes. And I can narrow down science a little bit more by medicine, natural sciences, and social sciences. So let's take a look at natural science. Now it's narrowed it down just a little bit more for me. And in the top section, I have new and noteworthy. And I can scroll down, and I can also catch this little bar here and scroll across to look up what's new and noteworthy. I can also scroll down and see some of the what's hot and all podcasts. So don't forget, you can scroll left and right. You just got to kind of hover and catch the bar here. You can also, if you can't find the scroll bar, you can hit see all, and that'll help you out too. So that's a little bit about how to just kind of navigate the screens. You also have at the top a search bar up here where you can type in particular subjects that you might be looking for. Oops. So I'm going to see what kind of podcasts we have available for oceans. It looks like we have Jacques Cousteau and some NOAA Ocean Explorer and some other ones on here. I can, again, scroll across and look at those. I can also scroll down and look at episodes, individual episodes about some of these things here. So let's take a look at, I don't know, let's go back up here. Let's hit Jacques Cousteau. Let's see what he has to say. So because this is not an individual episode, it's an actual collection, I have a little description here. I have more descriptors up here. And I can see these podcasts. So when I hover over, I have the arrow so I can play it and listen to it. please do that before you play or record anything for your students. I have an icon here that looks like a television, so it tells me it's a video. The duration is 5 minutes. It was recorded in 2009. In the desert, mating. Yay! I would not use that in my classroom. That's why you got to read these things. Mating is anything but something. Tender. Oh boy, yes, please don't play this one in your classroom or let the kids read this one until you watch it first. It's very popular. Lots of bars across here, probably because it has the word mating in it, and every 6th grader in the world is out there trying to watch this video. You can get it. If you click on this drop-down arrow, you can also copy the link, share it on Twitter or Facebook. So this one doesn't appear to have any price associated with it, which is excellent. Most podcasts are free. You can scroll down and see of the ones on this screen, probably this one maybe, Pink Dolphins of the Amazon, maybe a little bit less. Oh wait, nope, I'm wrong. Lanai of the Albatross, I don't know, is a little bit less popular than the others. Pink Dolphins is actually kind of popular. So let's click on Pink Dolphins here. Check it out. Hopefully this will load quickly for you.
This is a pink river dolphin, the largest and most colorful of the 4 species of river dolphins that live worldwide.
Okay. So I'm watching it scroll across. I have the bar here that indicates how far into the video we are. I can also have the countdown of 4 minutes and something here. I have controls up here to pause it, and if I hover, I also have controls here. And I can make my screen a little bit smaller if I choose to, or bigger if I choose to.
In the Amazon River basin, the native dolphins are called botos. Their habitats.
I'm going to go ahead and stop this guy. I just hit escape to get out of there. So you can see that these are some pretty cool podcasts that you can find on here. If you would like to, you can also subscribe to this whole thing, which means you own it all. You can use all of these. And anytime this company publishes another podcast, you would receive information about that. They haven't published, it looks like between 2006 and 2009, so I don't think they'd be making any publishing anything in the near future here. You can see ratings and reviews. You can also see related podcasts here that might pop up. So let's go back to podcasts. I'm just going to go, oh, I guess we're there. All right. So let's go ahead and go to some other topic that might be in science. How about bugs? I don't know. Let's find out what we can see here. So we have Run from the Bugs. It looks like a kid's video. 6 minutes. It's pretty popular and it looks like it's free. Storytime, The Stink Bug Blues. Nick Jr. in a video. 2 minutes. Pretty popular. So anyways, this is how I go through the podcast and look them up. Remember, individual episodes. When you scroll down, I guess these are more like a series. Check it out. Bugs Bunny. Oh, that's an app. Sorry. We're going to stay up here in the podcast. So, Bug Bites. I don't know what else we have. Fear the Bug. So, this is how you use podcasts. Go back into some podcasts and play with them. Click on podcasts. Check it out. See what you can come up with that would benefit your instruction or the subjects that you're teaching. Remember, not everything has to have a video. There are some pretty good podcasts that are audio only, and those might be more appropriate to your instruction. So play with these podcasts, play with some video, play with some audio only, and see if you can figure out how to navigate the system, and then you'll be reporting out on that on the Moodle. All right, there we go.